Yes, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another live phone in. Hopefully, the most optimistic phone in that we got in store for you guys is Burnley nil, Chelsea 3. Our first full start with the proper 4-3-3, the two attacking eights of Mason Mount and Kai Havertz, and it was chaos. Well, settle chaos, I will say that. But it took a long time to break Burnley down. We do have to give credit to their defensive shape if they are anything, if not still without a win in the Premier League yet. They are also a very disciplined defensive side. And I'll be real, I don't think we would have got this sort of result a month or two ago, or especially if we played on the 4-2-3-1 as well. First thing I want to say, guys, please DM Blues Fans TV or Carefree Lewis G if you guys want to get involved with the live phone in. Just drop us a message. We'll send you the StreamYard link. Just make sure your connection ain't dead, and we'll jump on and we'll chat about the game, guys. Like I said, we'll leave it down here because I know you guys are going to be asking. But we're going to drop in our first two guests. We're going to do it differently this time. We're going to start with two, and two of the best choices, Fuad and Jay.
What's up?
Guys, what are you telling me about the game today? Fuad, we'll start with you.
Yeah, listen, I'm seeing everyone very excited and jumping out of their pants, and I know we both of you are as well, and I hate to be a pessimist, and I'm not. Look, I think it was a solid performance. I'm happy. I am happy, but I just want to say, let's just be wary and focus that this is good for development. Playing against these not so good teams, it's development. Would we have those types of results in with that type of performance against a bigger team? I don't think so. I don't think we'll pull off solid results like this against bigger teams or even half decent teams. But it's all about progression. I know we're watching the food cook in the microwave. That's what it is. You're just outside watching in, and it gets you excited. But we gotta just take a step back and take a breather. Although I am happy for Ziyech, by the way. Massive fan of him, and I'm just glad he got his goal. Werner again finding his feet, but got his good finish, actually, really good finish. Other than that, apart from that goal, the runs were still good. Again, I don't know how long it's going to take him to fit in fully into that squad. Played as a bit of a winger, didn't he, today?
Yeah, Pulisic injury. I think he was on the left side today.
Yeah, Mason and Havertz played really well in that position that they played in the 4-3-3. I think they held it down. I can't lie. One thing about the midfield for me is just fact. I want to see Kovacic play, man. I want to see Kovacic play because I think he sets the sort of tempo to the game, and he's not really played this season. And that's, I feel like with him in that squad, it adds a completely different complex to it.
Do you think he's had a good season though?
Huh?
Because I'll be real. In the case of Kovacic, I fully get why he should be playing. He was our player of the season last season.
Yeah.
But I don't think we've seen the same Kovacic this season. I mean, granted, he hasn't played nearly as much as he has done. But when he has done, it's the same thing with Hudson-Odoi, where it's like, yeah, I want to see you playing more, but you're not really giving me the opportunity. You're not really giving me the reasoning to see you play more over other players.
But how can they always prove that within the game? And I don't want to sort of go back to that point too much. And I said it on the last call in about Mason Mount. Like he gets those chances. You got to give these guys the chances. If Kovacic was our player of the season last season, you should have enough trust in him to play him enough times to give him that opportunity to prove what he can bring to that squad. Same with Hudson-Odoi. He played as well today, and that little chip he gave to Chilwell, it was Ronaldinho-esque, mate. He was stood there in the box. It's like time froze, and he just looked around and went, all right, here you go, over the head of everyone. But listen, I guess we can talk about that a bit more. I'll let Jay give his thoughts on the game as well.
Well, yeah, no, I agree with the Kovacic thing, but today that midfield three completely worked. It was very balanced. You know, you had Kante putting in the defensive job, which we all know he can do. He's probably the best in the world at doing, especially a couple of seasons ago. So you had him doing that. You had Havertz, who didn't have like the best game. I feel like might have been the weakest player, but still putting a good defensive shift, getting forward, and Mason Mount. You say Kovacic would set the tempo. Mason Mount today was up and down like a madman. So I think that midfield three in a 4-3-3 really did work today. So I agree with you. Kovacic is an incredible player and probably should play more. But after the performance today, them three can stay for all I like if they keep that up.
Yeah, just never change that midfield three, in my opinion. They complemented each other so well.
I mean, listen, it was good, and I think I agree with you guys in the terms that in a 4-3-3, it worked today against not the greatest of side, but it still worked. They've got enough time to develop. they've got Rennes, they've got Sheffield United, they've got Newcastle. Those 3 games are very winnable games for the quality of our side. And then we've got Spurs, who are a good team. Can we do it against Spurs? Then at that point, we'll see if it's 100% right. But no, I'm happy. The 4-3-3 works. What can I ask both of you? Werner, where does he play? Like, what is his role?
I think this is another one of those games where we just had to put him in there because of it. It was that Pulisic injury, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like, because we were going for the 4-3-3 originally. And I think as we all know this, especially from when Pulisic and Ziyech was out before, Timo Werner ain't really a left winger. We put him there. All he really does is the bleep test for 90 minutes. He has to drop a bit deeper to get more involved in play. But his play is a lot more predictable coming in off the left because if you stick him there, you already know what he's going to do. If you play him up front, he can roam around to the left. He can take a player with him while he's doing it. Someone else can interchange with him. But it's not the same when it's Tammy Abraham because Tammy's not going to do that. Tammy's just going to stick in the middle. He's going to try and get crosses towards his head. But it was the same thing with Tammy Abraham where he struggled and he had to get more involved with link-up play to try and have an impact on the squad as well. I think this game... It was a massive struggle because of the way Burnley set up. And I said this all the way throughout this stream and the watch along as well. Burnley may be a poor side. They may not have won a league game this entire season, but they have a very strong defensive shape and they are hard to break down. Spurs, like the game before us, had their only shot on target, which they scored from in the 77th minute. So I think it was always going to be hard for Werner in this game anyway. I'm just happy he got a goal at the end of it.
Realistically as well. Pulisic is our only actual left winger, isn't he?
Yeah.
So that comment.
I just saw on the side.
Of the Toffees.
Finally, VAR going against these mugs. But go on.
Realistically, he's our only actual left winger. Werner's more of a striker. We lost Pedro. We lost Hazard. There is no one else, so we kind of have to be putting him there. In most cases. And I know we've played Mount out there. I guess Callum Hudson-Odoi is a winger that we probably should be utilising. But I think today it was just such a quick decision that had to be made. And Werner, Werner can play there, so I guess we just had to put him there. And it went well. He got the goal.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with that. The space really started to open up more towards the second half. I think the better performance, though, other side of the pitch, Reece James and Hakim Ziyech, and we were already dreaming of this link-up in the summer.
Yeah.
Guys, both were phenomenal today. Reece James especially. He'll be frustrated that he didn't get an assist in this game as well. But the difference is, it's not he's going to be frustrated at his own teammates for wasting chances. Burnley were just impossible to get anything through with them. You got every single player is tall and physical, and they're a massive aerial team. Half the game was just trying to deal with pinballs in the air and trying to bring the ball down to ground. It was going to be really hard to try and get across in there, and you still had a bunch of dangerous attempts.
Yeah. To think Friends better than Kante this week. No, Kante is still world class. Do I believe Kante is declining slowly? Yes, unfortunately, he is. That's just how life works. That's how bodies work. He's definitely losing his prime. The guy loves to put in a tackle. Jeez, every time I see him, it's almost I see him getting the back of him getting told by the referee to walk away. But that's his physical side, and that's why he's so good as a DM. And then that's why it worked. And hey, listen, I've got to say it worked, but when we go back to the Hudson-Odoi thing and Werner, I thought Hudson-Odoi should have started on the left, but how can you complain? He got his goal. Werner got his goal, and fair play to him.
Yeah, I understand why you would say Hudson-Odoi should start. And to be honest, I was surprised Werner was going to be benched in this game initially anyway, because
he played 90.
Take him off. He didn't play the full 90.
No, he played 90 against Krasnodar, didn't he? So that was a bit.
I swear he came off.
No,
didn't he come off for Tammy?
I'm sure he played the full 90.
Yeah, no, it was. It turned into a two up front against Krasnodar. It was kind of weird.
So he played full. That's another reason why he should have. It would have made sense to put Callum there. He didn't play the full 90, did he? Against Krasnodar, he started, but he didn't play the full 90. A big shout out to the next Petr Cech, the signing of the season, Edouard Mendy. I know he didn't really have much to do, but held it down, bro. Still held it down. Listen, what is that? 6 clean sheets now? 5 clean sheets? Amazing.
It's 4 in a row. I know that. That's
5 in his last 6 and 4 in a row.
Yeah, what a man. What a guy.
Listen, I don't know if we're just gassed because he's like a keeper that actually makes saves, but in my eyes, he's world class.
it's not just that. I mean, it's the fact that, at one point this season we were complaining about our defense, and slowly, we're seeing the ingredients mixed together. We're seeing that they can hold it down. This tippy-tappy football I was complaining about to Lewis a few weeks ago around the back seems to be mixing well together. They're starting to understand each other, and that's what we needed for so long. And that's why we needed to be patient. It's starting to pay up, and we're going to slowly see it through the pitch. We're seeing it in the keeper. Obviously, we switched him straight substitution, but if you want to say like that. Defensively, we're seeing that now. We're holding it down, and another clean sheet. You have to give the respect to the defenders as well as the keeper. Solid performance.
Do you think?
And Zouma with the goal.
Oh yeah, that. Okay, but forget my other point. Look at what we're doing on corners. Because I need to add this thing as well. Do you know how much I used to hate corners as a Chelsea fan over the last 2 years? Now we dominate corners both offensively and defensively. First of all, I want to say, Lampard out fans, you are mudded tonight. I want to add that. It's not the night for you, man. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, lads. No, I was going to say, the inclusion of Chilwell and have Ziyech can ping balls in, and and with and then at the other end you got Silva.
Sorry, they just scored.
Oh, really? Yeah, I just saw Jota again.
What a signing he's going to be, man.
They only needed 1 or 2, didn't they? Okay, go on.
We've got, and at the other end, Thiago Silva, who commands a back line, and he's probably faced millions of corners in his lifetime. Yeah. He knows what to do at them, and he can just tell the boys where to be. It's so good to see.
Yeah, 100% aerial ability and pass accuracy from Thiago Silva today. Kurt Zouma as well. And yeah, I've already said this before. It's so refreshing to see us actually look good at set pieces and crosses now, because before that was something that they used to try and draw on us so many times. Like so many clubs used to come to Chelsea and try and exploit us on the wings. Now it's pointless, because not only do we have Kurt Zouma, Thiago Silva, I'm going to throw Ben Chilwell in there because his aerial ability is also good too. Edouard Mendy, with his giraffe arms that's catching everything that comes near the air. Even Burnley couldn't handle it. I said Burnley was going to be the biggest test of his aerial ability, because these men are all just wedged. They're all just strong men who are just going to jump up and catch any header that they can. They play hoofball and inshallah. We all know
these men are like, they're gym lads. They're just gym lads who tend to be half decent at football. That's all they are, bro. They're proper Yorkshire boys putting in a shit every day. You know what I'm saying? That's what they are.
I could get that accent, so fair play to you for that.
I mean, I do live it up here, so.
Oh yeah, you're Sheffield, didn't you?
Yeah.
I forgot. Big up Sheffield. Oh, I nearly dropped my mic.
Yeah, we got them. It's going to be a good game. Listen, I know Sheffield United aren't playing the greatest of football this season, but I think it's still going to be a good test. We saw what they did to us in form last season, 3-0 away. Was it 3? It was 3-0, wasn't it? Away at their ground. But I think it's still going to be a good test. And again, progression, ladder, up the ladder of going through teams that we can test ourselves against. Newcastle as well, another good team who are having, some good performances this season as well. It's just perfect, honestly. The lineup of fixtures is perfect for us, and I'm very happy at that. I'll just say that
with the sight of Spurs at the end of that run as well. So it's like a test almost. You practice in, then you go and test. It's class, to be fair.
It's practice for the mock exam. Spurs are they're not the real test.
That's massive shout. Yeah,
they're the mock exam. The exam will come against.
I love that.
The likes of Liverpool and Liverpool and Man City, who have quality regardless of how they play, they still have quality. They are the real tests in the Premier League.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Everton as well. Shout out Everton as well, I think.
Yeah, and you know what? I've been waiting for Everton to turn around and be serious for ages. It's actually kind of hard a little bit seeing them get slapped silly. But guys, any other final thoughts before we wrap this up? Because now I think we've actually got a decent amount of people in the queue now.
Oh, cool. So for me, nothing else. Like I said, guys, calm down. Let the food get warm in the microwave. Let's not get overly excited. And I'm sure it's going to taste good at the end. But yo, thanks for having me, man. I always appreciate it.
For me, absolutely get excited. Let's get gas, boys. That's it from me. Cheers.
All right, well, guys, thanks for jumping on. Shout out your personals. I'll get this banner out quick. There you go. Shout out your personals quick.
Yeah, just go follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, Viper Sport. And make sure to subscribe to this channel if you know what you're doing.
Gee, come on.
Oh, he's on it. He is absolutely what he just said, and at the back post everywhere, all the socials, all that good stuff.
Right, well, guys, thanks again for coming on because you guys potentially saved this phone in, honestly. Thanks for jumping on, guys.
That's what we do, boys.
Big up, big up.
Save.
Right, well, guys, as usual, if you guys haven't done so already and you guys want to get involved in the live phone in, DM Carefree Lewis G, DM Blues Fans TV, or Chelsea Sammy. We'll send you guys a link. You can get involved. We're going to get our next guest in now. Yes, Fata, what are you saying?
You're joining at the worst time. They already took the lead, though.
Wait, have they only just taken the lead for you now?
No, yeah, my stream went.
Your stream is behind, bro.
My stream got like disconnect a bit, and then when I came back on, they suddenly 2-1 lead. That's what happens. Isn't it? Internet connection is a bit poor.
Jota, but I didn't really see the goal.
Now it was
minute anyway.
Mine's like 88.
Oh yeah, you're like a full minute behind, and even my stuff's like a minute behind. So I don't know how far you really are behind in real life. But yeah, what's the Chelsea game?
As of today, it's been again poetry in motion performance by Chelsea. 4 consecutive clean sheets and 5 clean sheets for Mendy for the first time since Peter Cech in 2004. Check that stats out. We haven't had a decent goalkeeper since Peter Cech days. Happy days, innit?
Exactly. And you know what? It just staples it in my head that, okay, maybe it wasn't the defensive organization that was the problem. Maybe they were just worried about who they had between the sticks. Because as soon as Mendy's come in, everyone's felt a lot more comfortable.
Exactly. And defensive as well. Kept 4 clean sheets. I think the partnership between Kurt Zouma and Thiago Silva, it's beginning to emerge. It's so exciting for Kurt Zouma as well. Because you got the likes of Thiago Silva right beside him, so Silva is the most experienced guy in the squad, so he can teach Zouma a lot about how to approach a game defensively. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's the experience. I'm looking forward to seeing how much they can learn from Thiago Silva. And Thiago Silva don't look washed either. He was all over that back line. Aerially, he won every single one of his duels. I think his pass accuracy was near perfect as well.
93.7% for a 36-year-old. 93.7% aerial duels
won, 83% duels won, 93% pass accuracy.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is a madness. So, honestly, I did my player ratings on my channel, Carefree Lewis G, if you haven't done so already. But that's been the most positive player ratings I've done this entire season.
Yeah, I found out a bit weird about the formation, but I think that is very suited the most for the past 2 games. Somehow it feels like a 4-2-3-1 when it was designed to put Havertz as a number 10 CAM role. But and I think on that second half, I think they switched it, referred to 4-3-3, just like the one they played against Krasnodar a few days ago. And it looks very seriously, it looks very flawless today. Like Mount and Kante was absolutely wonderful playing in that formation.
Yeah, I think that whole midfield was perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry for that, Sammy, by the way. Much appreciated. But yeah, that whole midfield was perfect, honestly. And like I've already said, those three combined excellently together, and they complemented each other perfectly as well.
Yeah, indeed. And it's such a shame, see Pulisic get injured. I thought...
The good thing is it was minor, though. It didn't seem like it was too big.
I thought that werewolf thing, I thought they'd let him loose somewhere in Lancashire, but no. I was just
trying to drop that in again.
That's why, yeah. I thought that was literally legit, but no, it's actually minor injury. But other than that, don't ever again. Somebody I saw a lot of chats from my mates, yeah. Somebody calling Timo Werner was like, "Oh, he's not firing lately. What happened to him? Why is he not firing yet?" Come on, man. Let's be honest with yourself. Timo Werner has been wonderful for the past 4 games, though. honestly, that guy has been firing 3 goals in the space of a week or so. I mean, legitimately, this guy can be anything for this team, honestly. And also, large up to him taking that penalty taken on Thursday as well. On Wednesday against Krasnodar. I hope he's taking the penalty again next time around.
I don't really know. Out of Jorginho and Timo Werner, I still rate both of them. I think Werner's a great penalty take, but same way, you can't just blame Jorginho for that one penalty against Krasnodar. I'm going to drop down you as well because you dropped the same thing on the last one.
I knew you were going to say that.
Bro.
Fuck's sake, man. I knew you were going to say that. I know, man, but it's just annoying to see that technique, that Jorginho technique, man. But still, Timo Werner's Timo Werner, innit?
Sorry, just trying to get some more people in for the phone in as well. But yes, I think, okay, that's Sammy trying to pull another kit bag deal. Continue on with what you're saying.
I think on the next couple of games, I can see this team are already improving under Frank Lampard. It's just the case that we need to keep the consistency. Look at what happened to us last year when Pulisic suddenly got dropped injured for the past for a couple of games or so. Our forms has been dropped last season. And the fact that if one player got injured from this team, we need somebody to have somebody to step up the game the most if one player goes missing in that.
Yeah, but we had the players for that. I think if anything, we're really starting to show how good our depth is. Jorginho was back in that role of bringing him on to kill off a game, and it was perfect. He slowed down the game exactly how we wanted him to.
Yeah, exactly.
Any final thoughts before we wrap this one up?
Yeah, man. I think from the look of it for the past few games, I just like the balance from this team. It's really good. But as of Chelsea, the hype train is not there yet. But we're just starting the machine up, and then we're just kind of let the times good roll, and then just take it game by game. Just let it flow. And the last thing I want to say is, Happy Halloween. Up to Chelsea.
Happy Halloween, bro. Thanks for jumping on, man.
See ya.
Love. Again, if you guys want to join the live phone in, DM Blues Fans TV or myself at Carefree Lewis G. And we'll send you guys the Patreon link to get involved. I'm going to jump in our next guy now. Ryan, what are you saying, bro?
Yeah, bro, I'm good. What's the internet saying? Is it good, yeah?
Yeah, your internet's calm.
Yeah, because last time I was a bit shaky in it, but great win, man. Great win, man.
That was an amazing win. What were your thoughts?
It's good. It reminded me of that Kante season when we were when we were playing 4 at the back at the start of Conte's reign, and then when we got slapped at by Arsenal 3-0, and then he reverted to 3 at the back, and it was good ever since. We won that league. So yeah, this could be the turning point for 4-3-3. Kante looks good in a lone DM. People questioned if he can play there, even me, because I didn't think his passing was as good to play lone DM, but I think his interceptions and his work ethics and stuff, they make up for his bad passing ability. Not bad, but not the greatest of passing ability. So yeah, this 4-3-3 looks good, and it's a great win.
Yeah, I mean, I echo the stuff that you said about what was it, being Conte's season, because same way with that, we've got a very winnable run of games. Everything up to the Tottenham game, hell, including the Tottenham game, but with all 3 points.
Yeah, and I think the Tottenham game, we need to take the game to them. And the games before that, I expect us to win. And I think the 2 players that have changed the Chelsea team is Edouard Mendy and Thiago Silva, especially in a defensive aspect.
Yeah, so, that's another thing. Our defensive solidity has been absolutely crazy this season. Do you think it's been a case of better players, or do you think it's been a case of we have a better goalkeeper in goal that we can actually trust now?
I think it's a mix of both, because whenever I see Thiago Silva play next to Zouma, it's always Zouma ups his game. And then Edouard Mendy, I feel he just chose the defense down, because I feel when you have someone like Kepa behind you, you use so much pressure. But when you have Edouard Mendy, it's but I don't think it's been I think it's been what's it called? Defensive errors, individual errors that have cost us, especially in the the West Brom game and the Southampton game.
Mm.
It's been individual errors, but Thiago Silva is an experienced player. He ups everyone's game, and Edward Mendy as well. He deals with anything. So I think them two players have upped it, and that's why our defense looks so solid.
Okay, so with that in mind, with Rennes coming up in midweek, and we obviously got to rotate with the Premier League game against Sheffield United as well in mind. Who do you play then? Do you go for 4-3-3? Do you go back to 4-2-3-1? What changes would you make?
I would stick with a 4-3-3, keep it flowing. I think Kai Havertz needs a rest. He looked a little bit tired, Kai Havertz. So I'd bring in Kovacic for Kai Havertz. I think you give Mount another game, probably keeping Kante there because I still want a strong team for the what's it called? For the Champions League. I think maybe rest Zouma, bring in Tomori under Thiago Silva's wing, see how they play together. Keep Choa on the left. Maybe play Aspi instead of Reece James to rotate them. Keep Edward Mendy, first name on the team sheet for me. And then maybe rotate the attack a bit. There could be a shout for Hudson-Odoi. But yeah, I'd say play Pulisic as he didn't play. Probably play Werner up front because he looked like he was being rested. And Hakim Ziyech or Hudson-Odoi, I'd keep Hakim Ziyech there. So yeah, I'd rotate a little bit, but not too much rotation because it is the Champions League and not the Europa League like other teams.
All right, cool. Well, any other thoughts you want to talk about, or are you ready to wrap it up?
I mean, it was a good win, and this could be the turning point for 4-3-3. But other than that, yeah, I just hope we win against Rennes and Sheffield United. So yeah, we can because we have got pretty favourable run of games up to the Tottenham game.
All right, well, Ryan, again, thanks for jumping on, bro. Is there anything you want to shout out?
Yeah, just YouTube. It's my display name, the name on the screen, Ryan CR. So yeah, thanks for letting me hop on, Lewis.
Yeah, thanks for jumping on, bro. Much appreciated.
No problem. Love Lewis anytime.
Love. Right, I do think that this is going to be a short phone-in. I think we've only got time for one more. Unless any more of you guys want to jump in on the phone-in. Again, DM Blues Fans TV, DM Chelsea Sammy. We're going to get you guys on. And yeah, we're going to go through to our next guest. Ripper, what are you saying, bro?
Hello, you caught me by surprise.
Oh, yeah, my bad. What are you saying?
Before anyone shouts out, why is he wearing red? It's not an Arsenal shirt.
Yeah, you've got like a Club World Cup Champions badge on there.
Not a Club World Cup, it's a World Cup. It's the one Spain wore.
Exactly. So they still can't win that. But yeah, what's your thoughts anyway, bro?
Yeah, my thoughts. Where are all the Werner haters? Where are all the Lampard outers? Those are my thoughts.
Yeah, exactly that. Talk to me about the game.
Excellent strike by Hakim Ziyech. Just outside the box, and that cheeky push by Tammy Abraham. I saw that. Very cheeky.
Yeah, but you know, we're going to get away with it. What?
You know what his pass reminded me of?
Go on.
Do you remember watching the 2006 World Cup semi-final, Germany versus Italy?
Yo, you caught me as surprised as a knife though. Like what?
It's my Halloween prop.
Yeah. No, I can tell the blood's fake now. We're just like, wait, what?
But yeah, I am supposed to be dressed up as Jack the Ripper for Halloween.
Okay, yeah, that makes a bit more sense. I was thinking, why have you come out with a flicky for? Like, what?
No, it's definitely fake. Not promoting any violence or anything. So YouTube don't demonetize me.
You'll be fine.
Basically,
that's Sammy on the chat, by the way.
I was saying, that pass from Tammy Abraham to Hakim Ziyech reminded me of the pass that Andrea Pirlo provided to one of the Italian fullbacks in a World Cup semi. Do you remember that?
Was it against Germany?
It was against Germany, and that just screamed it top ins past the end.
Yeah, I kind of remember that. Yeah,
I'll send a video of that on Patreon I'll send it.
Yeah,
I'll
cool.
DM you it
Thank
on
you.
Patreon.
Perfect.
Nick and ask. Yeah, if you want to collab with me anytime, but I
Yeah,
can't.
bro.
I can't make any videos
bro.
right now because
I'll do
I'm
something
a
on
bit.
Blue TV, defo.
Yeah. So yeah, what a goal by Hakim Ziyech,
Mm.
and yeah, it's if we field this team week in week out, we can get more consistency. And well, let's be honest, since Liverpool have Virgil van Dijk injured and Man City below par, I mean, if we keep this form up, we could realistically challenge for the title. I mean, if you had asked me this,
It is an open title race.
it is. I mean, if you had asked me like a few months ago that we could realistically challenge for the title, I would say, nah, it's a 2-horse race between Man City and Liverpool. And by the way, Liverpool just won their last game. So it's an open race. So I was like, back then, nah, it's a 2-horse race between Liverpool and Man City. But yeah.
Yeah, now it looks a lot more open. Realistically, anyone from the top 10 could be looking up at the tower and thinking, yeah, I could have a go. But it all depends. We've got the run where we can actually build these sorts of wins.
Oh.
And I think we've actually got rid of those individual mistakes from our system now.
Yeah, I'd like to shout out a troll from a previous live stream. Lewis.
Oh.
No, not Lewis. What's his name? Jason.
Jason.
Yeah, Jason.
Oh, you're looking for Jason now.
Yeah, I want to call him out on something.
Go on.
Concentrate on yourselves getting battered by Man United tomorrow.
And you know what? He's probably watching this as well. So ignore him. He's an Arsenal fan. He ain't got much intelligence anyway.
Exactly. Supporting the dead club up north.
Which one, though? I think there's 2 of them as well.
One's in the way, yeah, Arsenal. But let's be honest, Tottenham are not worth hating because you know why hate a team that barely wins anything?
Honestly, just because they exist. Like that's really why.
Well, because I do the same to Arsenal. I hate. Look, I already said this in one of your chats. Arsenal, United, QPR, and Celtic, all in that order.
Wait, Arsenal, United, Celtic, and who?
QPR.
Yeah, okay, fair play.
Anyway, so the third goal by Werner, I think he's stamped his authority as a top player in the Premier League.
Yeah, I think you already had him up there. You just need to start getting the goals in.
Yeah,
it's just the rival fans trying to make him sound like he's poor because they want to try have something to rip us about.
Yeah,
I asked
you this question in your watch along earlier on, but is Kai Havertz a future Chelsea captain? Do you see him captaining Chelsea in the future? Kai Havertz.
I haven't really thought about Kai Havertz as captain. You know, I've been thinking.
Well, he captained Bayer Leverkusen when he was there.
That's a decent thought. I haven't thought too much about. I was thinking more like Reece James for captain.
Reece James. I think even Ziyech could be captain.
I wouldn't be against Havertz being captain. Hell, any of these younger players that we've got, I wouldn't be against them being captain in the future.
What? Even
I'm looking at the most is not Mason Mount. Reece James.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Mason Mount, I can't hear you. Where are all the haters? What a tackle!
Yeah, I can't hear all the Lampard out brigade, the Mason Mount brigade. It's gone quiet, honestly.
And here's another thing. I hope Krasnodar finish third, and Arsenal draw them in one of their knockout rounds. Because they were all They were all saying, "Oh, it's only Krasnodar. It's only..." Yeah, I want to see Arsenal draw Krasnodar in a Europa League game.
They get slapped silly
And
by
get
them, wouldn't
slapped. Then we can laugh at them. Come on.
they? Exactly. Anything else you want to talk about before we end this?
Yeah.
Go on. Floor's yours.
Anthony Taylor should not be a Premier League referee.
Yeah.
I mean,
He didn't do anything wrong today, but still, I still hate him for the cup final. So yeah, get out.
yeah, and the fact that some clubs, I'm not going to say it, some fans thought he had a good game. They knew he was cheating.
Exactly,
And
man.
they had the cheek to say he had a good game.
I don't know what they were on about.
So,
Bro, thanks for jumping on anyway. Do you want to shout out your channel before we come off?
yeah, my socials are, my YouTube is Nippon Sharma. I am actually considering changing it to 1905 FC.
To what?
I'm considering changing my YouTube to 1905 FC.
Yeah, go for it, bro.
So don't get, who's this? When you see the 1905 FC on your super chat thing.
Will do. No. We'll shout you guys out and everything. I'll make sure Sammy
Okay,
promotes
so my YouTube channel will be called 1905 FC. So subscribe to Nippon Sharma. Subscribe, turn on the bell so that you never miss a new video. And my Twitter is the Nippon Sharma, at the Nippon Sharma. And I have two Instagrams. One is for football, which I don't show my face, which is 1905 updates. And one is my personal Instagram, which is N with 4 eyes, P with 3.
Wait, what? Oh, shit.
P with P and then 3 U's and then N.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so
Yeah, well, guys, you've heard it all down here below. Nippon, thanks for jumping on, bro. Much appreciated.
thanks for having me, Lewis.
Yeah, take care, bro. Love. All right, well, guys, it's been a very short phone in, but we haven't had a lot of people who wanted to jump on. So, yeah, this will be the end of it for now. Guys, I hope you lot have enjoyed yet another phone in. We'll be back on Tuesday or Wednesday for Wrens. And, yeah, take care, like and subscribe, and up the Chels.